Hello everyone and welcome back to Sorcery. It's about time to enter a village. I think this is first village we enter. You walk into the village. Young hill dwellers pass you and stare at your strange clothes. Their own attire is raw by compression to your gear. They wear their hair long but piled up on their heads. These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town, here on the knife edge of the backlands. Walking down the single road, you quickly find a hut, with its front covering pulled wide open, and the smell of brewed beer coming from inside. You go in. Several hill dwellers are here, talking gruffly when you enter the watch. You with understandable caution. The owner of the hut comes over to you. "Welcome to Christianity," he declares. "What do you want?" "An evening rest and a drink to wet my throat." "Ale is 1 gold piece," he answers. "Please sit." You go over to the table where the hill dwellers are. I guess I could sit with the oldest man. You turn your attention to the oldest man at the table. Whatever face he once had is lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles, and his skin is the color of tanned hide from a lifetime in the beating sun. "Greetings, old man." He raises his mug in salute. "Stranger?" His face is grey like its dusty dirt that lines the street of his town. "Where are you from?" "I came from Annaland." He nods. "Not many has crossed through the Gantipani gate in either direction, if you know what I'm saying." "I understand you." He grins and picks his teeth with a fingernail. "They say there is a war coming. Something to do with the crown?" "Not if I can help it." "Is that so?" replies the canny old man. "Well, seems like you should be drinking on the house tonight, for the good of all of us. Chanty," he calls to the innkeeper over. "I'll cover this main ale." "Thank you." "It's appreciated," I reply, raising your cup to him. You sip your beer. The old man exchanges glances with the youngest man sitting opposite. "Can you tell me something about this region?" "Christianity? Certainly. I'll tell you that around here we're always glad to help out strangers." I think you're a crazy old man. "Tell me what lies beyond this town." "Beyond Christianity? There are 2 paths," he says. "One takes you past Alianna's home, and you will need your wits about you if she's there. The other is up in the hills, and Liaki, domain of the Great Ones. Either way you choose, I wish you the luck of the Sindla on your journey." "Who is Sindla?" "God of hopeless causes." The man replies and laughs. The crowd in the inn is starting to thin out. You finish your beer in a single draw and get to your feet. You make to leave the inn with a wave back to the old man who bowed you a drink. You step outside, you look this way and that, trying to decide what to do next, when you realize the old man has joined you once more. He grabs your shoulder and presses a fruit into your hand. "Bomba!" he declares through fermented beef. "I grow them myself. Good for the stomach." He pets your belly and walks away. swaying it slightly. You turn the old man's gift over in your hands. It is a thick, rind fruit that keeps well and will be highly nourishing when you decide to eat it. Its only drawback is incredible weight. It is now evening and time to sleep. Now, should we sleep in the inn or outside? You stop a passerby and ask for an inn, and they lead you there directly. The woman who runs the place stands in the doorway with her arms folded. Are you from the knight? Oops. Are you from the king? She demands. I'm on a mission for the king. Yeah, that sounds important. Taxes? She replies quickly. Oh man, I can take her taxes. Oh man, that would be horrible. Why would I do that? No, the woman narrows her eyes at you. This is a guest house, the best in the Christianity, earning West stay. And now, guest of mine knows it cost me 3 gold pieces to host a man overnight, and 2 to feed him, but it's all between friends. I actually think I might try sleep outside. I go elsewhere. She shrugs, not appearing too upset by your decision. You creep off the edge of the village. The cover of the forest is dark, and the ground is thick, with fallen branches, mud and bare. You walk for nearly an hour more, and then you pass a large tree atop. A great fist of curling roots. It is perfect spot to sleep. Yeah, I think we can eat something and sleep. Gratefully, you open your pack and pull out the old man's nourishing bomba fruit. You feel much better, and more ready for a long watches of the night. You settle down to sleep. It will not be an interrupted night out here under the stars, surrounded by beasts, but you will still feel a little better for it. Halfway through the night you wake suddenly. A roach pig has sunk its teeth into the leg and is quietly sucking at your blood. Roach pig? What I can do here? Hot. I don't really want to play with fire now. Raz. Damn, we don't have beeswax. Jig. Cozy very dancing. I feel I should go with the fire just because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. What I could do. I gonna go with fire. Just because. You complete the spell, conjuring a fireball the size of the creature. The blast knocks the pig squeaking back into the trees several hundred yards. There's a silence, followed by the smell of the roasted pork. But I just burn it and now I can eat it? Oh man, why not? Sure. You dine handsomely on the rich flesh, a little overdone perhaps, but otherwise excellent. Then you return to your camp and are quickly back asleep. Your dreams are vivid once again. You feel yourself tied up, surrounded by snickering faces. Thin creatures with long fingers are picking at your pockets and the stitching of your clothing. You feel magic boiling inside you. but it cannot be released. Meanwhile, the food in your bag is rotting, wet, from the sweat of your back, and in the distance a deep voice is booming with laughter. The long, cruel fingers of one hand are curled around the metal frame of a crown, and with the other he beckons you forward as into trap. But we have now limit of 14 health, well stamina. You wake early and sit for a moment, in no great hurry, to leave this place where you have lingered so long. This is now the third day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong from so much walking you spent a short while enjoying the peace. Then unhurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. Christianity is surrounded by several miles of fields. It sits in a well-protected rings of hills, and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. As you follow the path between lines of sun-baked crops, you came to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of outbuildings, while the left leads directly off into the deep woodland. Oh man, there is a long way ahead of us to get to the carrier. I think I'm gonna go through the forest, just because. Your journey is too important to slow down by talking to locals. You must pass unseen, and so you disappear into the jungle of tall trees. For a short while the sun is favors, and then you are between the trees once more, and everything becomes cool and still. You walk for several hours uneventfully. This is land that was never settled or explored, and very few travel this way. In places bushes and shrubs have grown over into the path. Hack my way through, moving carefully forward, and use your sword to cleave the bushes. Your progress is quick but silent. Then you come to a fork in the road, still deep in the forest. Someone has thought to make a sign, perhaps as a guide or perhaps as a warning. The way to the right is marked for Vumps. A left turn points to Alianna, a name you remember from what the man in Christianity told you. Neither way seems to better trot. You will have to choose. I think I want to check Alianna. Why not? The path winds between trees that get greener and more lush. You must be closer to the river. Here, although you cannot hear the water, after about half an hour walk through deepened shade, you came across a well-built hut. Flowers decorate its walls, and the door has been painted with ornate designs. The path ends here. Knock on the door. You approach the door and knock. There is no reply. You perform a swift circuit around the hut, but find nothing unusual or concerning. It seems to be what it is, a hut set by itself deep in the forest. But for someone to survive out here on their own, surrounded by the beasts of the jungle, they must be someone quite powerful. You push open the door and stride inside. The hut is neatly laid out. You detect the touch of fastidious woman. Chairs are set around the table, as if for guests. A mattress lies in one corner, and a large kitchen area indicates that whoever lives here, they are fond of cooking. What should I do? Hello? Is there anybody here? To your surprise, a voice answers quickly. Who's there? Who's that? Looking into a corner hidden by a large cupboard, you see a cage in which a young woman is imprisoned. "Good stranger," she pleads, "let me out of this cage, I beg you." You move over to the cage, quite shocked. "What happened to you?" "Oh God, stranger," she wails, "I have been locked up here for 2 days. It was Elvins that did it. Those mischievous, prankful Elvins. Please, you must help me. I have not eaten, and they left me here where I can see all my cooking things but cannot reach them." Oh my God, my throat. "If I let you go, what do I get in return?" "Stranger," she answers, looking miserable, "I am but a poor woman." "And I am poor traveler." The woman looks dreadfully unhappy but nods. "You're on journey," she says. "You will need things to help you. It is a dangerous wilderness out there. Tell me, when you hurt, are you a fighter or you are a wizard?" I both, actually. The woman nods vigorously. "I knew it! I could see it from your face. Well, stranger, in my house I have Raganarista's enchanted armband of sword mastery, and I will give it to you if you free me." Oddly specific and oddly helpful, to be honest. I'm not sure should I trust her, but... "You are most generous," you reply with a slight bow. "I will release you." Going over to the cage, you try the door. It is locked, of course. "I think that was a spell to open stuff. You should be grateful I waste my strength on you," you declare, as you roll up your sleeves. Firewater. Okay, this won't help me. That will be zap probably, which won't help me either. Those? Nope. Open locks, exactly. You cast spell over the lock and it begins to shiver like a small beetle. It hums and clicks as the tumbles turn and work. Then, finally it snaps open and drops to the floor. The woman claps her hands in delight, and with the door open she rushes out, throws her arms around you, before backing off a piece and trying to regain her composure. "Stranger," she declares, "I'm in your debt. Alianna will reward you. I promised you sword mastery." She lifts the hem of her dress and removes a bracelet from around her ankle. "This is Raganarista armband of sword mastery," she declares. "Wear it, and it will bring great skill to your sword arm, with my blessing." Oh yeah, I take it. I need it, probably. With a nod, you accept the armband and place it on your right arm. The effect is immediate. You feel your muscles strengthening and growing powerful. The lady has been freed. It seems like there is nothing much more to keep you here and perform your quest. Should we be assholes and just like, yeah, can you give me something to eat too? I mean, no, let's just go. "I must be on my way," you tell her. "I have many more miles to cover today." She nods. "Of course. Please, before you go." And she holds something out. It's a small bag of gold coins. Yeah, I need. What the fuck is that? You bow your head and accept the gift. There are 7 gold pieces inside, and one more thing, she says. And one more thing! You must understand, Alianna does not give gifts to those who are not worthy, and any worthy man is capable of dying. Oh no, you didn't. Suddenly, before your eyes, 2 transformations are taking place. The first is one of the chairs, which begins to crack and creak, standing and stretching until it has formed into violent wood golem, advancing with fibrous claws outstretched. The second is Alianna's face. Gone. It's her peaceful calm. And in its place is a clacking madness of a witch. I'm quite sure I can just burn your ass, to be honest. At your silly chair wood golem. You hold up your hand and cast the spell. A small burning fireball materializes in your palm, and you're flying it across the room at the wood golem. The creature catches a light immediately and shrieks in pain. Alianna rushes off to find water to douse the fire before her house goes up, while you make a hasty exit. You retrace your steps to the last junction where you turn to take the path to Dumps. I don't know, do I read that right? Well, that was quite... We get some stuff. It was nice. The path winds off few more times around gigantic trees, thousands of years old, and then emerges onto a sudden plain, as if the forest had been scoped away by a gigantic hand. A river trickles, tiny between short grasses, and by its bank stands a tiny village. Yeah, that would be great time to pause this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna try to release them maybe a bit more often. I don't really know. We'll see. No promises. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, let me know. I enjoy doing this series, kind of, even though I feel it's kind of sucky, but hey, I need to try new things, I guess. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. So yeah, see ya.